Hi, I'm Congressman Ron Kind. On Sunday, we commemorate the 10th anniversary of September 11th, those horrific terrorist acts that affected our nation, both New York and in Washington, and the psyche of our country for the last 10 years. And while it's entirely appropriate and right for us to pay our respects to the victims of those terrorist attacks on September 11th and to give thanks to the firefighters, police officers, first responders, and civilians who answered the call to service to help those in need, we ought not also allow September 11th to define us as a nation. We are, after all, the country that's all about July 4th, about hope and opportunity, a beacon of light for the rest of the world. That's where I think the American people want to celebrate. It's who we are, our national character, the resilience that we've shown from September 11th, but also the can-do spirit that's made our nation the greatest country in the world. And as I've had a chance to travel abroad, I think that's what the rest of the world expects from us as well. A country that they can aspire to and look up to. One that's not defined by fear or our response to international terrorism, as great as it may be, but one that offers the hope and economic opportunities for our citizens, and it's something to be shared globally. We can do that. And in part, that's what the President's call to action last night was about in his American Jobs Act. It was challenging the Congress and the American people to let the hyper-partisanship die, to join forces and do everything we can to restore America's greatness. And we can be great again. No one should be satisfied with things just being okay again. And there are things that we can do working together to achieve that. The investment in infrastructure, which is desperately needed to modernize a crumbling infrastructure that can create jobs in the short term. The important investment in our children's education and job training opportunities so we have the best educated and best trained workforce in the world. The investment in scientific research, the expansion of broadband. These are things that we can and should do in the short term to create jobs, but will also lead to longer term economic growth and prosperity. So while September 11th should be a solemn occasion, one that we should remember and give our thanks to those who responded and our respects to those who fell, we're the nation that should be about July 4th again. That's what I hope to achieve in representing the people in Wisconsin, is that type of hope and optimism that while we're going through a tough time, our better days are still ahead.